Well, I'm excited to talk to all of you about My Last Best Friend. I mean, the trailer looks so
Likewise.
good. I guess
You haven't seen the movie yet?
no, I haven't had a chance to see it yet, but I definitely want to. So, but well, I
The
guess
funny
talk about
little-
the story about it first. How'd you get attached to it, Filippo, for directing it?
Well, I wrote a screenplay. I wanted to make a feature film, and I was supposed to make another feature film in 2020, and the pandemic put that production to a halt. So I wrote the screenplay later on, and then as times got eventually better, a few months later, I contacted Eric's agent, and that's how the whole thing started. When we could come up with a schedule that was, yes, tight, but still doable. And of course, after we made sure that we could provide a safe set, we gave it a try.
Well, yeah, can you dive into the story? It's obviously set during the pandemic, during April, 2020.
Yeah, it's I had the first idea. I had the idea first in 2019, but I wrote the screenplay only after the pandemic occurred. And so, yeah, I had to incorporate it into the script. It was not the original idea, but I had to do it mostly due to the fact that it was unavoidable. I mean, filming in New York City on the streets, so many people wearing the masks. How could you hide that? So might as well to make an integral part of the movie. And yeah, and I also figured that it would show something that everybody could relate to, because we've all experienced that.
Mm-hmm. And then Eric, you play what, 2 roles in this movie?
No, I play 6 roles.
Oh, 6.
The
Wow.
other 4 people. No, I said yes to this movie because of the challenge of playing 2 people. I mean,
Yeah.
how often am I going to be offered that? And so I went running and said, "Yeah, Filippo, let's make a movie."
Yeah, well, dive into your characters. You have one that's like obviously very sick, another one's being what, investigated by the FBI,
Yeah, like no, I don't play a lot of healthy people. What can I say?
Well,
Nice. So when did you shoot this then?
when
April 2020.
Oh, so you
2020
actually
and then
did. Wow,
2020,
okay. Yeah.
late 2020 and then 2021. We at first it was an 18-minute long feature film. Then we decided to raise additional funds and film additional scenes, and we took it to 1 hour and 45 minutes. Um, so yeah, it took a while to finish it, but we're pleased with the results.
Very cool. Well, it's opening Friday, September 22nd in Los Angeles, and then September 15th in New York. So
Yep.
everyone check it out. So I guess I want to get back to the 2 characters things. How did you shoot it with, obviously you had to have both of them sometimes on the screen,
It was hard. Tell him, Filippo.
Yeah.
It was challenging. I came up with a shot list. First of all, we had to determine what we could get on set and what we couldn't get. It was, in 2020 was kind of challenging to get certain items from rental houses. It wasn't that easy. So even like motion trackers and then that kind of photography was, and also the building where we shot didn't exactly allow for certain equipment to be carried. So we had to come up with a very, very specific shot list. We needed to know what had to be filmed in front of a green screen, what could be achieved simply with good old split screen photography. And like I've said before, even split screen photography requires a lot of cloning, so to speak. Like you have one on the left side of the frame and one on the right side of the frame. There are, digital items in the middle that are not there. So it's even trickier than you would think that it is.
And I want to brag. I want to brag on my boss very quickly. He's got a split screen shot where Eric and Eric cross each other. It's so cool, dude. And
Wow.
he like did it the old-fashioned way, but you don't see it as the old-fashioned way. Am I right, Filippo?
Yeah. Sorry, I don't want to say it myself, but yeah, it's I think it works just fine in the end. The whole process came out well. It was taxing. It wasn't exactly simple to achieve, but it was worth it.
Well, when you have no money and you're doing something that requires lots of money, you have to find ways to lie.
Yeah.
Hey, necessity is the mother of invention.
Right.
Great. And Eric, what was it like for you? I guess like, acting against yourself, even though you're not
Well,
there.
what I haven't said in any other interviews, I'd like to say to you,
Yeah.
I had to be so in it and so focused and so not paying attention to anything around me that he had everything on his shoulders and I just had my work on mine. So
Wow.
I would just fade out while he was setting up a shot. I'd fade out and get ready, and then I'd like walk on the set ready to go. Right, Filippo? And we bang, shoot it out.
Dude.
And when it didn't work, he would say, "That didn't work." I'd say, "Okay, do it again," and we do it again. But it was an instant coffee process, but made it work.
I have to say I learned a lot from this gentleman over here on set. He had a clear understanding as to what would work on camera and what wouldn't work depending of the kind of shot that we were trying to achieve. Like, I don't know, if it was for a close-up, he knew that he would have to achieve a certain tone. It was a pleasure to watch. I actually learned a great deal. Like, I think Eric is a natural born movie actor, or anyways, was born to be on screen.
Awesome. Well, Eric, I want to get into some of your charity work you do. I guess you have your own pet sanctuary where you rescue one of my favorite animals, raccoons, along with dogs, cats, birds, and other animals.
Yeah, we have lots of coons. We have two families who will live and eat at our house, and one is a family of 6, one is a family of 3. And then we have a squirrel sanctuary, and that's what's really cool. About 18 years ago, I found a hurt baby squirrel, and I took it to the squirrel repair shop, and I said, "Fix this squirrel," and they did. And they called me back. "Can we bring it back to your place?" I said, "Sure." So they bring it back, and they say, "You have all these trees. Can we bring all the hurt squirrels here when they get well?" I made the mistake of saying yes. So 300 squirrels later, we have a squirrel and we're registered with the city. So every month we get 100 pounds of walnuts, and that's what they eat. And so we are a real registered squirrel sanctuary. And but the only weird thing about it is they're all hand tamed. They're all very friendly. They eat out of your hands. But when you don't know that and you arrive on the property for the first time, they all come towards you en masse, sometimes 3 or 4 dozen at a time. And so it's kind of spooky for people who don't know them. Oh my God, what's going on?
That sounds like a movie right there.
I want to see with my own eyes when they bring you the peanuts for squirrels.
You got to experience it too?
No,
he also, what is this?
Well, cool. You also have a charity called Natural Child. Can you tell us about that?
Well, naturalchild.org. Everybody must go to this website, naturalchild.org by Jan Hunt. Natural Child is a book that if you say what it's about, it sounds light. It's the most profound publishing I've ever come across. And it's about any relationship with a child from an adult or vice versa. And it's just a miracle of a book. It answers every question you'll ever have about your child.
Oh, that's cool. All right, everyone go naturalchild.org. So we got My Last Best Friend who's coming to theaters. Eric, another one of your movies is actually coming back into theaters. I believe December. That's the Dark Knight.
Who knew?
Yeah.
Wally Pfister shot the most beautiful Batman movie ever shot in Dark Knight.
Yeah. Do you have any fond memories from working on that? Especially that scene where you're all sitting at the table and the Joker comes in. I mean, you were so good in that movie.
One of the funniest moments was everybody warned everybody about Heath being so into character that he couldn't talk to anybody. Okay. So we all ignored him up till he shows up and he does his monologue in rehearsal, and then he stops and he says, "How am I doing?" And we said, "You're doing great, dude." He was so sweet, so approachable, so lovely. He's a sincere loss.
Oh, yeah, that's really sad. But yeah, I mean, that performance by his, I'm glad he won the Oscar for it. So, anything before I let you all go, is there anything else coming up you're allowed to talk about?
What should I talk about, Eliza? Anything coming up I should talk about?
more squirrels feeding.
Spending any off time going to concerts with
Yeah, when I have any time off, I go chase Keaton Simons and Tony Luca, my two favorite guitar singer-songwriters.
Oh, cool. I'll have to check that.
Simon and Tony Luca, check them out. It'll make you happy you did.
Nice. All right. Well, everyone check out My Last Best Friend. I'm gonna have the social media links down below, and also for the charity you just mentioned also. So everyone check out naturalchild.org. Thank you for taking your time to talk to me. Yeah.